Happy Good Friday to all my YouTubers and my Facebook fam. This is your girl PJ. And as usual, we are giving God thanks for health, for strength, for all good things, for life, for the cross. Yes, it's the holiest season in the year, and we want to commemorate, the whole meaning behind Lent and what it stood for. This is probably the first I've ever gone through a final for school challenge quiz, and just my whole demeanor, it's in a somber mood. There was no rejoicing song to introduce it with. There was no reveling. There was no it's not a very celebratory. It's celebratory or whatever the pronunciation is. It's just a feeling of bittersweet this morning. And first of all, I have to apologize to Westwood. I have to apologize to Westwood for not having faith that they could have gone toe to toe with Jamaica College. Me feel bad say me never think them would actually surpass their capabilities and outwit them. I think the whole Jamaica was behind Westwood based off how I saw them perform last night. Absolutely astounding. Despite them not emerging the victors, I can say last night, in my eyes, you were my winners. You were my winners. With beyond a shadow of a doubt, Jamaica College, the confidence that's usually exuded in their former matches leading up to last night was not seen. Is not a confident Jamaica College Mr. Step out yesterday. 3 of the team members would have gone through this in prior years. They've gone through 2 other bouts of finals. So the only person we can say could have get cold feet or nervousness and Mr. York Castle. But especially in the buzzer round, with from the first question I asked, I see Mason J just jumping, even wait for the thing for don't ask. We say, oh, go on. In general, persons knowing the stats of Jamaica College, last night, although they won, it would have been their worst performance since the season has started. Every other match played was exceptional, brilliant, execution on point, strategy impeccable. The average of them speed section was 9 and 8, accordingly to all previous rounds. This time, a 7. And the girls' speed section was actually better in terms of stats for how they ended. Now, let's talk about let's go briefly through some stats. So, the opening challenge ended on 7 to Jamaica College and 5 to Westwood. The speed section, they tied on 28. It would have been 29 to Westwood, but the pronunciation had them taking back that point because it was a very long deliberation after that speed section and going into the buzzer round. Now the buzzer round is, I don't know, my God, I don't know if I nerves for the girls. So remember I said to you, I've always been concerned about when the girls go into the buzzer round. Like, usually, if them have a gap or a variance going into the buzzer round, them safe. Unfortunately, there was no gap or variance created prior to, because me know if them didn't have it, them would have it locked. When I see the girl them go on toe to toe, them the girl them girls, I'm so proud of you. Boy, 2 questions pop up. 2 questions in the buzzer round caused the unfortunate demise of the young ladies. The one where they had the visual to identify the person on screen, which was Barbara Gludon, and the young miss said Barbara Golding. And the final one now. So let's talk about going into the buzzer round. Twice during the buzzer round, the girls were ahead of Jamaica College. The girls were at 30 and Jamaica College was on, 32, and Jamaica College won 28. Two different times in the buzzer round. I think in the second minute and in a minute and 47 seconds of the buzzer round. Them just keep go forward and backward. So it was very nail biting. And they beat the boys to the buzzers. That's what I have to laud and sing praises for this morning. The girls showed up. Them buzzing, they beat the boys to the buzzer section. So, on average, of the 16 questions answered in the buzzer round, 11 were answered between the two schools. 5 went unanswered. Of the 5 answered by... So 5 of the 11 were answered by Jamaica College, of which they got 3 correct and 2 incorrect. Of the 6 questions answered by Westwood, they got 3 correct and unfortunately 3 incorrect. The 2 schools were locked at 30-30 with how many seconds? With 15 seconds on the clock, they were tied. The question that was asked in the final 12 seconds, the girl buzzed in. And in hearing their deliberations, it was a math question. They gave a formula and they asked, what was the calculation for of a sphere? What was the formula supposed to be calculating? And in their deliberations, I'm hearing, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 girls sitting, facing TV side. Yep. The second girl beside the captain, I heard her say to the team, era. I heard her say the era. The third girl in the deliberation said, no, volume. So they all answered together, volume. Unfortunately, the answer was surface area. Now, at that point when they announced it, that poor young miss, the third one, she just turned her eye. Syria? It's like she realized what will she. And I don't, young miss, do not beat up yourself, please. This is something when them say, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. I could see the agony in this child's eyes. As the match concluded and they had the handing out ceremony and you see the tears streaming down her face. Oh my God, my heart was really saddened because you came so close. And that's why I beat up on myself now, because I should have exhibited more confidence in your abilities. So you, Westwood, showed up. The boys, however, did not, but a victory is a victory. So let's talk about the sore point and the weaknesses of Westwood again. Westwood fall into the category of not getting your bearing straight before you answer a question. When the visual came up for Barbara Glood, and you should have discussed amongst yourselves. The young miss who pressed in, I don't know if it's nerves, because it happens to the best of us. But to tell you the truth, if she never buzz in the boy, them would have buzz in and get it right. But as I said, the girls beat them to the buzzer. Their response time to the buzzers is impeccable. Me are gonna kudos on come first for first response. And knowing that this is usually my mother would say, yeah man, the boy them very fast for the thing, that's why them would have win. No, the girl them did shot. Westwood did shot. No, you want me to go cussing out pan now. You see that we tell you now, don't touch the French question. Jesus, I'm crying when the French question. Everybody knowing that the buzzer around when they ask. If you translate the French, do not attempt it. Is on, as we said, is one contestant in the history of the competition who knows how to do French properly. is Mr. Anderson. Nobody else. Me not see nobody else in my history of doing commentary that have actually commanded the use of French properly. So when she brought in, me shake before she even answer him, na G's peas girl. Don't touch it. No. So come on, move over to Jamaica College now. Jamaica College, I can say you are deserving as an institution based off the work that you put in to make it to the finals. Your track record is, you know, it speaks for itself in terms of the matches that I watched leading up to this day. A victory is a victory. I will not take it from you.
In 300 meters,
I expected you to win. I just didn't expect it in the fashion that I saw last night. Because really and truly, guys, you won because Westwood made a bad call. It wasn't made of merits, as in you had amassed a lot of points that created a variance. You won because Westwood fell short of one question. But it doesn't take from the fact that it is a win. And on that basis, I'm going to say congratulations, gentlemen. Congratulations to the 3 team members who've waited or have gone through 3 finals to secure this victory. It's a sense of accomplishment, knowing that all these years of putting in all the time and going to the finals, so much time and coming short and, you know, being number 2 for a while, it creates that hunger in you. I'm glad that you have this to celebrate among the list of other achievements as a school that you have gotten. You know, the first in 39 years you're winning. Westwood, one of the champs. They said it's quamps now because you're a quiz and champs winner. So you get your quamps. You know, you're under 16 and under 14 football team. This is your year, Jamaica College. And what is for you cannot be unfor you. So if this was destined, if this was fate, it has come to pass. So let it be. This is, you know, certain victories, it is the Lord's. So I know that the parents and the principals and members were praying you up. Both yourselves and Westwood. I know there are prayers that were going up for the 2, but guess what? The best man won. In spite of tracing out, I know your performance, leading up to this moment.
Turn right on Trafford Place.
You know, as we say,
Right on St. Lucia.
I never like one of the go on last night, but a win is a win. But I'll still give it to my girls for the efforts that were expended. And you know this too. But I don't know why. Why did it nervous? Especially this guys. But you know what? This is probably the best, one of the best finals I've experienced. Because I have a special place in my heart for my girls. And you know, from day one, people from my YouTube channel, me I big up my girls them, as me say. But should I put more bigging up into them, especially after last night's performance. Westwood, keep your head up high. You were exceptionally. I am so proud. I am extremely proud of you, Westwood, because you're my babies. And Jamaica College, work is burning in the fields. Well done, gentlemen. And on that note, guys, so the score ended on 28 to Westwood and 30 to Jamaica College. On that note, guys, it's just this season has just been absolutely astounding, you know, exhilarating. It's my most memorable season to date because of my girls. And I know me I bring Westwood people. And I know I've been cheering for Westwood. And it's just such a phenomenal achievement for them. Jamaica College, first in 39 years. You know, so you add 2, you're now 2 up in terms of wins under your belts. To you, my Facebook fam and all my YouTubers, I just want to thank you for being here with me. Thank you for all my fact checkers who would, you know, correct me on metrics or stats that I would have quoted incorrectly. Thanks for all the bantering, all the ranting. Thanks for us agreeing to disagree on several topics and several matters. Thanks for being with me in traffic. I'm gonna miss y'all, but I just wanted to say thank you to all my subscribers. I got more, so you know, make sure tell your friend them for subscribe for more. I'm not trying to monetize one, okay? I know some like you're not gonna bring you no money, but we just love you now. So I'm gonna miss it, and I will see you all, God's willing. Take care of yourself, eat right, exercise. Looking to see you for season 58. And let's see what new records are going to be set. Thanks for all the highlights, guys. Big up yourself, Jonathan Grant. Big up yourself, Dintil. You did exceptionally well this season. Arden and Campion will and come again. You come on. The better. You got to. And as usual, you know what the saying is. Christ is the reason for this season. And on that special note, guys, I'm going to say all the best for next year. Looking to see you, my lovelies, for season 58. Be safe, stay blessed. And this is PJ signing off. Peace out. Later. Mwah.